Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge, the hardest working man in comics.
I'm Ryan Seymour, owner of Comic Town in Columbus, Ohio. And now it made me pause for a second. Like, would I put sprinkles on my mac and cheese?
I mean, for festivity's sake, maybe.
Because you can put Bacos, you can put hot sauce.
Sure. But my issue is the sprinkles would probably bleed and the colors would change, and that would freak me out. Side note. That was a whole side quest thing. Okay, we're back. Guys, if it's your first time checking us out, we have some of the best comic reviews in the entire interwebs. Mm-hmm. Spoiler free, though. No spoilers. Yeah. So make sure you want to get this goodness, subscribe. Okay, what we've got here is a litany of books.
Yes.
For the most part, though, we've got two that are the same on their honorable mentions, and then I read extra because I'm crazy that way.
No worries. Because we got the Khonshu story arc wrapping up in Avengers.
Yes.
We got Seven Secrets was on my stack, but I didn't get a chance to.
I get it.
That's tough. I don't know which. I'm intrigued by both of them because Jason Aaron's been killing it with Moon Knight.
Let me just do that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Avengers 37. Jason Aaron, along with Jaron. I can't think of his last name. Javier Gueron. There we go. This book, number one, is beautiful. When you have Khonshu wielding all of the mystical things, that's a problem. Yeah. In the last issue, Moon Knight got a hold of the Phoenix Force. I can't spoil anything, but let's just think about that. Okay,
not good.
For somebody, it ain't good. Yeah. I can tell you that right now. But it's a great setup for the next story arc that's coming, which seems to have a Phoenix focus, which is going to be kind of fun. So definitely read that. You want it.
Yeah. Which the part that sucks about it is we had to retailers had to final order cut off the first issue of that new story arc before we had that in our hands.
Are you serious?
So I don't know. I don't know if I've got enough. So check with your local shop if you're interested in picking it up. Get your name on the list ASAP because otherwise,
man, they should send you guys early reader copies.
The problem is we can't be trusted. Like there's always some retailer leaks it out and then.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, talk to me about this Warhammer goodness.
All right, so Kieran Gillen, when I heard Marvel got the rights to do a Warhammer 40K comic, I was kind of like, it could be bad because ones in the past have not been good. But then I heard Kieran Gillen was attached to it. I'm like, okay,
right,
I'll trust him. And then I heard it was Ultramarines, and I'm like, why can't it be Blood Angels? I mean, but that's just me.
Specificity. Yeah. Okay, he's got taste.
But the combination of Gillen and Jason Burrows as the creative team, it says right on the cover, parental advisory. That is true because there are heretics that are being torn asunder by various bolt guns and power fists, which
you should know.
Yeah, you'll love it. So for those of you not steeped in the 40K mythos, this is like super, super far in the future. There are people called Space Marines, which are basically humans that are Terminators. It's like the easiest way to describe them.
Okay.
And they're on this planet. They're trying to reclaim the planet because it's a food production place. And for some reason, these chaos worshippers, which are like demon worshippers, for want of a term, keep popping up and like wrecking stuff. And
rude.
And it's this one Space Marine that's in charge of everything is like, they're not even trying. Like there's only a few of them. So what's their goal? So it's them trying to figure out what exactly is the end goal. And a bunch of people getting killed.
Simple. Warhammer.
Yeah.
It is what it's what it's there for. Okay.
In the grim darkness of future, there is only war.
Wow, that sounds like such an anthem.
That's like the tagline for the game.
Okay. I'm not a gamer. I'm gonna learn. It's my fault. It's me. Okay. 7 Secrets, number 3. We're now kind of caught up. So the first 2 issues, they're only 2 other issues, guys. Come on. Yeah. We're kind of backstory to build up things, which is fantastic. But this is from Tom Taylor, Danielle DiNiculo. This is awesome. We are catching up to Cass, and he gets an opportunity in this one that is super dope. The way that he manages to do this it's cool. It's beyond cool. Like, let me just be honest. It's one of those like 80s movies, kind of like, oh, that's a cool win for
Sold.
Sold. So you need that one because the next issue, people are gonna die. I'm just like the way that they in this one, you're like, people are really about to get murdered.
There's
Like,
some
this
death.
is, yeah, wow. I hope you're not too attached to anyone after 3 issues, because almost everyone looks like they could be up for death. But there's a dude in here that is now my spirit animal, because they're talking about, you know, how prepared Cass might be, and, you know, how he's so young.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm 70. Try to take something from me. And they're like, no. You made your point. And I'm like, that dude. I want to be like him when I grow up. So, yes.
And if you haven't tried it yet, 7 Secrets, I believe #1,
yes,
is available now for retailers to strip cover and get rid of. Which means if you want it,
get it.
hit your local shop up before they take the covers off of the #1s and get their money back.
Yeah, get that now.
Yeah,
not now, but right now. Okay, so which one do you want to go for first? What Tom King action are you putting before the people?
Man, I don't know.
I know, right? That was tough.
Because they're radically different.
They are very, very different. Let's go Strange Adventures, because Rorschach deserves a little bit of time to chat about. Strange Adventures, #6 continues. We've got Tom King, Mitch Gerads, Garrett's, and Evan Shanner. The mystery of things is still playing out, and this is like one of those cool, fun dances again between the past and the present, and looking at what may have happened, might have happened, may not have happened. There's a lot of curious things here.
Yeah, it's one that I don't know if the story that the Stranges have is unraveling,
right?
But I'm feeling less and less confident
in what they say.
Yeah,
I agree. I actually, was it just me, or did Alana?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I thought was happening.
I totally did. And I was like, I mean,
she plays to win.
Yes. And I feel like she was shooting a shot.
Yeah.
And okay. All right. You got to read it in order. You
and
read
it'll
know.
It'll make
You'll
sense. Because I was like,
I felt like there was a move.
Yeah.
And that's what I felt. Okay. Rorschach #1. Oh my gosh. Tom King, Jorge Fornes, Dave Stewart. Okay. If there was anyone to be the heir of the Alan Moore throne, I might have to put Tom King at that helm. There's a density that he writes with that can be difficult.
Yeah, it is Alan Moorian.
Yes,
in nature,
very. But there's a clarity.
Yeah,
that you can follow along. Like this is like Aaron Sorkin level character development and intrigue, plotting, and this art is so great.
Yeah, it gives it that vibe that is specific to that time period, because this takes place before Watchmen,
right?
But
maybe is it before?
70s. Well, see, that's the thing. Is everything looks kind of 1970s, early 80s,
right?
And in Watchmen, we all know it's been out for decades. Rorschach gets off by Dr. Manhattan,
right?
Now, what I'm curious, like, I'm assuming this takes place before that, but then at the same, because either Rorschach's dead, and this is a super huge mystery,
right?
Or Rorschach has gone underground, and this is like during his time period where he's like on, in stealth mode.
I actually took this as happening after Watchmen,
but the thing is, it could be like that's the thing. There's at no point does Tom King tell us
exactly when this is.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true. The only hint to it that I have is a reference from the Watchmen show.
Yeah,
that seemed to suggest who becomes president.
Yeah.
And he doesn't become president until after the book takes place.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But
yeah, that's a very specific, like, I thought the same thing.
Right? So it's hard to say exactly when this is taking place, but I think that's part of the intrigue. That's part of the storytelling. I can't even imagine the kind of planning that went into doing this story.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of conversation. But it's beautiful.
Really good. And that last page just ends with that classic, iconic.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Really, really good. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Very, very much so. Definitely grab that one. It's issue 1. The journey begins.
Yep.
Do we know how many issues it's going to be?
I don't know.
Okay.
Not enough.
You're right about that. Okay, so coming up here, what do we have?
We
got one that's the same.
One's the same.
All right, let's do it. I need to know about the Devil's Red Bride, please.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you.
Vault Comics. Gurner, Bivens, Monahan, and Powell.
Mm-hmm.
This was dope. All right, this takes place in feudal Japan,
Mm-hmm.
and it is the story of a woman who, if she was a man, she would have been taking over for her clan. She would have been in charge of her family.
Right.
But she has a brother. And what ends up happening is she kind of takes over as this red devil. Like the mempo for the family armor is a red devil's mask. And she is super awesome. It is your classic Ronin wandering samurai story. She just happens to be the wandering samurai. She is incredibly badass, incredibly control of everything. I absolutely dig it. The art really makes it feel like if you were to take and partially colorize an Akira Kurosawa movie, like splash red in, that's what it would be.
Totally.
And seriously, if you're a fan of Kurosawa, you're a fan of Toshiro Mifune, you're a fan of The Mandalorian, pick it up.
Yeah, right there for your reading pleasure. I'm gonna go. We Live #1, AfterShock. Dude, the Miranda Brothers, new favorites.
Oh my gosh.
Eva Dela Cruz, Dave Sharp. Okay, here's the setup. We suck, right? As people, we suck.
Yeah.
The world is a craptastic place. We've had natural disasters, strange mutations of living things, couple of wars. It's been bad. We build, in the remains of everything, 9 megalopolises, right? I think that's how you say that, plural wise. And then we get a message from the stars that says 5,000 of you get to live. Oh, wait, you did We Live too? Oh, wait. Well, then, no, I don't want to talk about that one. My bad. I didn't realize you had that one.
Oh, no,
we're not going to talk about that.
I was like, you're right.
No,
Screw
that. Screw that. No, we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Once and Future then. I didn't realize. I'm like, wait, where did you get We Live from? Oh, that was the one that we did the same. I don't know why I thought it was death metal. Why did I think it was death metal? Okay, my bad. Here we go. Once and Future, #12, Kieran Gillen, yet again. Dan Mora and Tamara Bonvillain. Okay. Last time we left off, it was Gran and her grandson against what's his name? Grendel's mom.
Yeah.
Right? There's an image in this book that will haunt me for the rest of my life. I'm going to share it with you because you deserve to have this fear along with me.
Yeah.
Let's see. She is patrolling around. It's that right there. The size. Yeah. It big enough to come back in the while it's still moving forward. Creepy. But here's the thing that I love. Again, it is the intertwining of old lore and how different things that had nothing to do with each other are connected. And what's really amazing is the way that this ends. It's a direct nod to the current times that we're in.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a reference, and it's Karen. It's killing it. It's killing it. Absolutely killing it. Okay. Now you want to talk about We Live #1?
Yeah. No,
I failed.
This book is as legit as Vic was describing. Like, it is amazing.
Yes.
The art is so vibrant and
my God.
fun. And that message from the stars. Like, everything's gone to crap.
Everything's gone to crap.
Humanity thinks it's stabilized.
Yeah.
And then some other entity from outside, it drops stuff down. Like, okay, there's going to be a few thousand of kids are going to be chosen to survive.
That's it.
Everybody else is going to die except for their person that's going to go with them up into space.
Ta-da. 10,000 people from Earth get to live. Here's the thing. If you find the special things that let you go, cool. You've got a certain time that you're supposed to be here. And the thing that's got me is that it seems as though it's saying that all 5,000 have to be accounted for. And if that's not the case...
Yeah, because the burrito scene...
Yes.
Which doesn't spoil anything.
No, not at all. But man, what is that?
Right?
That's sucky suck. Especially considering the explanation at the end for the instructions. Because I definitely had that thought of... Well, how do you keep? Now you know.
Now you know.
This is how you keep this from happening. I love the little kid pseudo Funko Pop explanations that they do throughout this whole thing. Also, shout out to the pop media usage. There is a QR code on the front here. Scan that because it is amazing with what it brings to the table. But again, We Live is it's got a dark overtone,
but at the same time, it's so very bright.
Very like it's never-ending story, like, which is crazy, dark, weird, like European fantasy.
Yeah,
but so wholesome.
Yeah,
you know, even though Artex dies of sadness because he's a sucky horse, but spoilers, he is a sucky horse. Shout out to Ren. That's his favorite horse, and I always talk and was like, Artex died from sadness. He sucks. Yeah, what are you talking about?
That's a suck-ass horse.
He's a quitter. Like, what are you... Oh, he's such a quitter. But no, you have this level of brightness and intrigue. Yeah. I want one of those helmets, by the way.
Right? This kid is so freaking awesome.
One of those helmets so bad. I digress. Read. You will enjoy. The character building is immediate. For a world that you are 100% not familiar with, brilliant job. The Miranda brothers build this world with ease, and it's issue 1. Yeah.
You're ported in, like within 100%. Pages. You're like there.
100%.
The kids, the main characters in this, are just so awesome and uplifting. Yeah. Like it's such a fun.
Read it.
They don't care. No, they're kids. They're know.
Kids. They don't get it. They, like that's the point. But those that know, I want to know what the big one is.
Yeah,
I feel like that's a thing.
Big one makes me wonder. The bus driver, like there's a backstory.
He knows some things. He's seen some stuff. That dude is awesome.
There's a situation that when you read,
man,
and he handled it
like a straight up G.
Yeah,
no questions.
Yeah, far too calm.
Questions. I mean, what do you want? What do you want?
It's a done deal.
I'm just saying. All right, let me get this out of the way here.
Yeah,
Death Metal number 4. Whoo! Snyder, Capullo, Glapian, Placencia, or Placencia. Maybe, hopefully I said that right. I feel like this series is coming to a close. How many do we have? 5 or 6?
7, I think.
7? Oh, okay. That's actually further than I thought. Because, oddly enough, no, I guess it does make sense. So, everything that they're doing here, trying to harness crisis energy in order to turn the tide against everything that they've been going for, it hits a turn in this book. And I think that some of the things that they play up on is amazing. And then you get to the end and you go, who didn't check that? Who failed? That is the most Batman moment I've ever seen in my life. It is for Scott Snyder to write this. It is literally one of the worst Batman moments of all time. Like, Batman to not have thought this through and this level. And it's funny. Like, it works so well to keep the story going.
So I picked the wrong issue to jump off.
I mean, because I'll tell you when we're done filming what happens.
Yeah,
and you'll go, yeah, Batman should have prepared for that. Like, he absolutely should have prepared for that, but didn't. And absolutely hilarious. But there's some cool things in there. The presentation of Darkseid in this one is terrifying.
Makes
you
wonder
horns coming out and
why there's never been an iteration of him.
Because we weren't ready. We weren't ready, and I don't want to necessarily go back to there. It's
a bad place.
Yeah, no, it's bad.
All right, from Behemoth Comics, Cardinal Dagon number 3. All right, so we got Rossi. It blows my mind how funny this apocalypse is. It is the story of there's the church that we all know, and then there's also the Black Church, which is the anti-pope, the beast, all that stuff. And so they've both been in a state of peace for centuries,
right?
Because the end is agreed upon. Like, at some point, everything is going to end, and it's out of their hands. It's God and the devil. They're in charge. And the regular church went on the offensive and started taking out members of the other side,
Rude.
Which totally breaks their truce.
Rude.
So the bad good guys, or however the main characters,
like
I don't know how to describe them, because like the Dagon's awesome.
He's a mantagonist. That's what he is.
Because the Black Pope is dead.
Right.
Devil's like, all right, cool, screw it. We're just going to go forward with the apocalypse. Get me next up to start the process.
Yeah.
Cardinal Dagon is technically next up, but he is the least equipped person for this job. And it is him trying to kickstart the end times. There's the greatest description of hell. Like in Jean Paul's art, other people are hell. This one is, hell is the sum of all of Mickey Rourke's most perverted dreams. That should sell you on the book.
That's tasty.
And this book opens up with...
Oh my God.
Yeah. Dagon going to talk to the big bad to get a boon so he can kickstart the war between two nations that will...
This is so dark.
It is, but
it's beautiful, though.
Oh my gosh, yeah. The art is so dark and horrific, and as you're looking at the different stuff that's going on, you're just like, oh my God, that's like Hellraiser disgusting. Why would that happen? Yes. And it's all set to the tune of Dancing Queen by ABBA.
Oh my God.
So, yeah. So it's just hysterical. Like, that he's decided he's going to start a war between the two Koreas. He's going to get Putin blamed, and that doesn't spoil anything.
Oh my God!
Because it is hysterical, all the stuff that happens, and
that's a smart book.
It is.
Like, you have to, in order to go that deranged of a space, you have to be very smart.
Yeah, and there's the entrance of somebody else.
Oh,
yeah, it is. That's
awesome.
It's funny.
That's awesome.
Like, as for like American Jesus,
right?
Chosen is a very cerebral, very, I don't know, very very serious, but very entertaining read.
Right.
Captivating. One of my favorites. Has been my favorite for forever. I've tried to sell Chosen so much. People are like,
yeah.
This one is. It mines similar territory, but attacks it from this comedic angle. Oh, I like that. Is phenomenal. So
who would you cast as the Cardinal here?
Oh my gosh, that's a toughie, because it's someone that's got to be able to play like fast and loose with their morals. I mean, go figure. Dang it, I don't know. That's a toughie.
My immediate looking at that picture, Matthew McConaughey.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why. There's something about that just did.
No, you're right, because he'd be like.
End of time. That's amazing. Oh my God, that's fantastic. We read a lot of good stuff. Yes,
and there's still a ton more on the shelf that we haven't even scratched the surface of.
So hit up your local comic shop and read all the things. If you like this episode, hit that thumbs up so that you tell us, because we want to see that notification. If you want to get this goodness every week dropped in your DMs, subscribe.
And then hit the bell.
Yes, because we're here for you. Tell you what's good, what you should be reading. Yeah. Sometimes what you shouldn't be reading. Read all these.
And if there's more content you want from us this week, we actually have several panels coming up for the FSK online Dollathon.
That's right. Freestyle Comics is a local imprint to Columbus, Ohio. Shout out to Mike Watson, the progenitor. I think that's the word. I was going to say prodiginator, and that's not even the word. The progenitor of Freestyle Comics. His flagship title, Hot Shot, was one of the first books that I ever wrote. And I'm coming back. I'm hosting a few panels. You're going to be on some panels.
Yeah, the careers in geekdom.
Yes, it's going to be awesome. We're going to chat about all the fun things. So look for us on Facebook, I think Twitch and YouTube. If you look up Freestyle Comics, their page, everything should be streamed through there. And we're going to be there. Throw in $1. Just $1. Make some content happen. It's up to you. He hasn't hit the button.
Put the dollars in the tip jar. Who knows how many we'll get and how far? Dollars. Daddy, why did you hate me? Dollars.
See you next week.